Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. And Carmelo, you and Paul and Russell had shot pretty well through 3 quarters, and then didn't make any shots in the 4th quarter. What happened? Was just lost your touch, the defense changed? What happened in the 4th quarter?
I don't know. I think we missed. I think we all missed. I don't really have an answer to what happened or an excuse of why we didn't make shots. And we just didn't make shots in that 4th quarter. We worked so hard in the 3rd quarter to get the lead back and play so well to get back. To go up like 7-8 or something like that in that 3rd quarter. 4th quarter, we just didn't shoot the ball well.
Jane and Royce.
Hey, Paul, you guys started out with 8 turnovers in the 1st quarter, and ultimately you got that curtailed, but just the way that affected the early going and it just delays getting into a rhythm, into a flow. Do you guys have to correct that moving forward?
Absolutely. But we that wasn't the game. Game 1, we came out a little slow and found our rhythm. But obviously against a team that we don't want to give up opportunities or allow them to get easy baskets. We got to be better in that category.
Paul, you got treatment the last couple of days on your hip. How'd you feel physically tonight?
It was a huge turnaround from after it happened, not being able to put shorts on to obviously playing tonight. It was a huge turnaround. I expect these 2-3 days in between going to Utah, I should be back to 100.
Fred Katz, Norman Transcript. Paul, you were getting pretty physical defensively on the perimeter early in the game. Do you take the strategy of like setting a baseline there to kind of toe the line, know what you can and can't do, and then work from there? Is that something you were trying tonight?
It's just playoffs. It's playoffs. It's I think a base level period when it comes to playoffs. And you gotta raise that physicality level. That's all where it stems from. I'm gonna let it know it's not gonna be easy out there.
Nick Gallo, OKCThunder.com. Carmelo, you guys had a 19-0 run. I think they had an 18-3 run. Just in general, why in playoff basketball do you think those types of extended, sustained runs are able to happen? And what's the key to either weathering through them or being able to extend them if you're the one doing it?
Well, the game is about runs, and we had a big run. They had a run. They started off the game, aggressive, kind of getting us out of our flow of the offense early in the game. We sustained that, got ourselves back into the game in that 3rd quarter, and they sustained it throughout the 4th quarter. Us not making shots in the 4th quarter played into their hands, but they did a good job of making plays, offensive rebounds, 50-50 basketballs out there, the loose balls out there. They beat us to the punch at the little things tonight, and as a result, they ran away with this game.
Carmelo, specifically with those offensive rebounds, where do you think the breakdown is with you guys and why they were able to out-edge you tonight in that specific category?
Yeah, it's very correctable. I think a lot of times we're out of position. Tonight we was out of position a lot. Miscommunication out there on the defensive end at times led to offensive rebounds. That's things that we can correct, things that we have to correct, things that we will correct. And we on to the next game. We threw the first punch. They punched us back tonight, and now we got to go on the road and get a win in their place, and that's the mindset.
Paul, Shannon Shang from Tencent China. You ever felt stressful since the last game, that the playoff P performance?
You were stressed?
Was I stressed tonight?
Playoff P.
From what?
Playoff P.
Was-
From the maybe the higher expectations that the fans or the
No. It's no stress. There's no stress. It's not like it's a name I'm trying to live up to. You
Can't
know,
give it back now.
playoff P is wins and loss. Playoff P is out there regardless. There's no stress with that. No pressure with that.
Anyone else?
I got it. Both of y'all, it was tale of two quarters, basically guarding Donovan. Can you just talk about what you all have to do better for Game 3 defensively?
Me? I thought we did a solid job early in the game. Focusing in on Donovan. And at the fourth quarter, he got some looks, made some shots. They had the momentum in the fourth quarter. But now it's that they made adjustments from game one. Now it's our turn to make some adjustments and figure out what we're going to do, not just with Donovan, but as a whole. What we're going to do defensively, look at some things offensively, and make our adjustments now, and then trying to go out there and win a game on the road.
Nothing? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.